What's up people, J-Dub here. Now I'm going to let you know before we even get started that this is going to be a quick video because I have a fucking headache right now, and yeah, I'm supposed to be in the bed already. I'm not even supposed to be sitting right here. I'm supposed to be laying in the bed, sleep, because I have somewhere to go in the morning, but that's another story for another day. I digress. And by the way, somebody told me a couple of weeks ago on the sideshow that I overuse the word digress, but you know, I don't want to talk about that because, you know, I digress. On to the subject that we are actually talking about, even though I'm not feeling too hot right now. Yeah, the show must go on, and go on it will, because we are in the midst of an absolutely huge week. We have The Rock returning tonight on Monday Night Raw, and speaking of The Rock, this Sunday, Survivor Series, he will be competing in his first match in many years. Like I said, that's going to be at Survivor Series, which is in New York's Madison Square Garden, which is where I will be live and in attendance. And if that isn't enough, me being at Survivor Series live, I will be providing you guys with live updates, picks, and all of that good stuff on my brand new wrestling news and opinion website, PWFempire.com. Like I said, it's a wrestling news and opinion website headed by yours truly, and we're going to be having an absolutely huge launch party this Tuesday. Well, I guess it is Tuesday already, seeing as you'll probably see this video on Tuesday, because hell, you have to see it on Tuesday because it's going to be uploaded early in the damn morning, but, you know, I digress. Yeah, we're going to be having a huge launch party on the Sideshow Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This is history in the making, so make sure you are there live and in attendance so you can say you were one of the first people in the world to check out PWF Empire. And if you want to find out more about the site, how you can get involved with it yourself, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, all of that good stuff you can find down in the description box. On to Monday Night Raw. Now I got a question for you guys. With an episode entitled Raw Gets Rocked, shouldn't we have seen more of The Rock? This is the person the episode was entitled after. This is the person they were promoting and marketing for the damn show, and we only saw him we didn't even see him that many times. We saw him a couple of seconds backstage, then we saw him again for a few more seconds when he came out to the ring, and without speaking any word whatsoever, came out to the ring, rock bottom Mick Foley, and then just left. Which, by the way, that was fucking awesome and absolutely hilarious. But yeah, then we had the ending segment of the night, and that was absolutely it. Like, hell, would have been better off naming the episode Raw Gets Zacked, because we saw Zack Ryder more than we did The Rock. So yeah, the last segment of the night, we had The Rock and John Cena basically taking shots at each other, and then they cleared the ring of R-Truth and The Miz. Of course, it's always great to see The Rock with a mic in his hands, but if I'm speaking specifically on the building of the pay-per-view and the build-up for this match going into Survivor Series, it wasn't all that thrilling. It's very evident to me, plain as day, that they're simply resting off The Rock's name. They're like, oh hey, you know, let's give the creative team a week off because The Rock's back. We don't have to do anything special because he's going to build the pay-per-view for us. He's going to sell it all on his own. And as much as I can sit here and bitch and complain about it, and trust me, I can, full disclosure, if I'm being honest, it worked, because hell, that's why I bought my ticket to Survivor Series, simply based off of The Rock's name being attached to the show. Like, had The Rock not been announced to be at Survivor Series, I would have not bought my ticket, but it worked in that case. But as far as what I do right now, what I'm doing here, and, you know, me looking at it from, you know, an actual quality perspective, like, it's one thing to have somebody's name simply attached to a pay-per-view, but you still have to get people excited for it. Like, you still have to give us quality. I don't like that they're just resting simply off of that, and to me, that's not good enough. And you have to wonder, how long will stuff like this last? Like, are they burning it out now? And you have to wonder what's going to happen around WrestleMania time. Like, this is getting me kind of nervous. Like, if they're doing this now, I don't even want to think about it, you know. But I digress. I've been saying for months that WWE, they should step it up when The Rock comes back and find some kind of way, formulate a plan where they can capitalize off of the attention and the eyeballs that he brings back to WWE. And looking at what they've done with The Rock since, I can't say that they've done that. We also saw the return of hardcore legend Mick Foley tonight. It was great to see him back in WWE. He hosted a This Is Your Life segment with John Cena as the subject. The old school fans all know the segment from over a decade ago with The Rock. That one was classic. This one was incredibad. But of course, it was intentionally bad to set up The Rock coming out and rock bottoming Mick Foley. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there who just lambast this, just rip WWE a new ass over this segment. But for me, it was funny from a sense of, you know, it's so bad, it's good. Kind of like Jerry Springer Trainwreck TV. So it was a hot-ass mess, I will admit that, but an entertaining mess nonetheless. If you want to continue talking about hot-ass messes, of course, we could discuss the whole Michael Cole challenge, but like I said, I have a headache right now, so I don't even need that disturbing my spirit, so I digress. You know, other than what I've already talked about with Monday Night Raw, tonight's show was pretty standard. And that's not the right word to be using at all, seeing as we're only 6 days away from one of the biggest shows of the year. Every single Rock appearance since he came back to the company in February has felt special. Tonight, not so much. And I said a couple of weeks ago on Pro Wrestling Talk Radio, no matter how hard WWE tried with the screwed up booking and just all around stupid shit, that, you know, there's no way possible that they could ruin The Rock's return. I'm just such a huge fan of The Rock. Hell, to be honest, they could have had a blank screen up, just static or something, for 3 hours straight, and I would still be excited for Survivor Series. I better be excited seeing how much I've spent for my ticket, but, you know, I digress. But yeah, I'm just such a big Rock fan. It's just great to see him back. But, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there who feel the same way that I do. No matter in what capacity he returns, they're just glad to see him back, even though it's not really all that thrilling. Simply him being back is good enough for some people, and I think WWE knows that, and they're taking it for granted. I really sense that they're taking that kind of sentiment for granted. So that's it for this video, but as always, the conversation continues because the Empire strikes back to back. We have the Sideshow Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on our new home. I'll be giving a more in-depth review of Monday Night Raw, answering your questions, all of that good stuff, having fun each and every week as we usually do, but the place won't be usual because we're going to be on PWF Empire and celebrating the launch of my brand new website, so make sure you are there. Also, we have Pro Wrestling Talk Radio Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, where we'll be taking your calls, and we'll also be doing a match by match breakdown. And I think I messed up on that last one. Anyway, match. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going to be doing a match by match breakdown in our Survivor Series preview show. So make sure you are there listening to all of that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching this video. I am J-Dub. Peace out. See you on PWF Empire. Would have been better off naming the episode Raw Gets Zack, because we saw Zack Ryder more than we did The Rock. And I know the broskies, they're like, yeah, J-Dub, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm not even going to go there again, you know, so I digress. On to the next topic.